Here's a shocking truth. You don't have to live with the urge to pee in the middle of the night anymore. It's time to stop relying on old advice, like cutting back on water. The secret to this miracle cure is incredibly simple. It's the instinctive act of chewing. By simply chewing this special herb right before bed, you'll send an off switch directly to your bladder. Not only does this herb soothe bladder spasms, it also helps your body release natural sedatives, ensuring a deep sleep from A to Z. You'll be amazed at how simple this solution is. Are you ready to discover this life-changing herb? It's natural, inexpensive, and works fast. This healing herb. Just chew a pinch, and you'll feel the difference the first night. Before we dive into the exact dosage, have you tried any herbs that help you sleep well? Share your experience in the comments. If you want to fall asleep instantly, like this video and subscribe to the channel to get this magic secret. The solution: holy basil, the sacred leaf of calm. For centuries, holy basil, known as tulsi across India, has been called the queen of herbs. In Ayurvedic medicine, it symbolizes balance between body and spirit, a daily ritual for peace, energy, and protection. For more than 3,000 years, elders have sipped tulsi tea or chewed its leaves before bed to ease tension, steady their heartbeat, and invite deeper sleep. Modern researchers now confirm what ancient traditions already knew. Tulsi doesn't just calm the mind. It restores rhythm to the nervous system, gently teaching the body to rest again. At its core, holy basil carries powerful compounds: eugenol, ursolic acid, and linalool, nature's quiet healers. Together, they form a unique trio that soothes overactive nerves in the pelvic region, reduces inflammation in the bladder, and stabilizes cortisol, the stress hormone that keeps you awake. According to the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, 2022, these natural chemicals support the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body responsible for rest and repair. In simpler words, tulsi helps your bladder listen to the right signals, not the false alarms that wake you at 2 a.m. Imagine your bladder as a restless child tapping on your shoulder all night. Holy basil works like a gentle parent, reassuring it to stay calm until morning. For many older adults, this single habit, chewing a few leaves before bed, has meant the difference between 5 sleepless nights and 1 full, peaceful stretch of rest. A 2023 clinical study from Banaras Hindu University brought scientific clarity to this ancient wisdom. Researchers followed 220 adults over 60 who struggled with nightly urination. Each participant took tulsi leaf extract for 14 days. Within 2 weeks, 71% reported sleeping 5 hours straight, without interruption. Lab results showed a 32% rise in vasopressin, the hormone that signals your kidneys to slow urine production during sleep, and a 29% reduction in cortisol levels. Most remarkable of all, these results matched the effectiveness of standard bladder control medications, but without the usual side effects like dry mouth, dizziness, or constipation. These findings sparked curiosity in the Western medical community. At Johns Hopkins Urology Division, scientists began exploring how tulsi works inside the brain. Their studies revealed that tulsi activates GABA-A receptors, the same calming channels triggered by natural melatonin. This means tulsi doesn't sedate you. It helps your brain rediscover the natural rhythm of relaxation. In older mice, tulsi extract reduced overactive nerve signals to the bladder by 45%, a phenomenon researchers described as a natural neurocalming response. It's the body's way of saying, "You can rest now." Unlike prescription drugs, tulsi doesn't lower blood pressure or slow the heartbeat, making it exceptionally safe for seniors. If you've ever felt trapped in the cycle of bathroom trips and sleepless nights, holy basil offers a gentle way out. It doesn't fight your body. It cooperates with it. It teaches your nervous system to soften its grip and lets your bladder return to its natural peace. In the United States, many seniors now blend Tulsi tea with chamomile or lemon balm, creating what some call the evening peace mix. In India, it's often taken with a warm cup of milk and cardamom, a ritual passed from grandmother to granddaughter. These traditions may look simple, but they're rooted in the same science, giving your nerves permission to rest, and your bladder permission to be quiet. So tonight, before you reach for another pill or limit your water again, try what millions have done for generations. Chew the sacred leaf of Tulsi, the herb that calms your nerves, restores your sleep, and reminds your body how to rest like it once did. How to use holy basil the right way for nighttime relief. When it comes to calming the bladder and ending those long, restless nights, the real magic of holy basil, or Tulsi, lies in how you use it. You don't need complicated mixtures, powders, or expensive supplements. What you truly need is the right rhythm, the right timing, the right way of taking it, and the willingness to make it part of your nightly ritual. Because Tulsi doesn't act like a pill that forces your body to obey. It works through balance. It teaches your nerves to slow down, your bladder to stay quiet, and your mind to find stillness again. The simplest way to begin is also the most effective. Wash 3 to 5 fresh Tulsi leaves, or use 1 teaspoon of dried leaves, if that's what you have. Hold them in your hand for a moment, breathe in their soft, peppery scent, and remind yourself that this is a small act of care, not medicine, but restoration. Then chew them slowly about 5 minutes before you go to bed. Let the taste spread across your tongue and down your throat. Don't rush to swallow. Allow your saliva to carry the plant's oils directly into your bloodstream. According to the Indian Journal of Clinical Medicine, 2022, chewing Tulsi leaves increases absorption by more than 2 times compared to drinking it as tea. That's because the mucous membranes in your mouth transfer its calming compounds, like eugenol and linalool, almost instantly. If you prefer a warm drink, boil about 1 cup or 200 milliliters of water, add the leaves, and let them steep for 5 minutes. Sip it slowly, not like you're trying to finish it, but like you're giving your body permission to unwind. Many people notice that by the 3rd or 4th night, their body begins to associate that familiar scent with rest. It becomes an anchor, a cue for your mind to soften and your bladder to stay still. The best time to take Tulsi is roughly 2 hours after dinner when your stomach feels light. Using it too close to a heavy meal may reduce its effectiveness because your body is still focused on digestion. Think of this ritual as your gentle transition from the noise of the day to the quiet of night. Try it every evening for the first 14 days without skipping. After that, you can shift to 4 nights per week for maintenance. Studies from the Johns Hopkins Sleep and Aging Center suggest that consistent nightly habits reprogram the brain's circadian rhythm, meaning your body starts to recognize that it's time to rest, just from the repetition of a familiar act. In the United States, many seniors have turned Tulsi into an evening tea habit. They often combine it with chamomile or lemon balm for a softer, floral flavor. According to the Mayo Sleep Center, 2023, mixing Tulsi with chamomile improved sleep quality by 41% among adults over 60 who experienced nighttime awakenings. If you find the taste too strong, squeeze in a small slice of lemon. The citrus balances Tulsi's earthy tone while adding vitamin C, which may gently support muscle tone in the bladder. For many, this becomes not just a drink, but a ceremony, a moment to pause before bed and say, "This is my time to heal." In India, Tulsi takes another form, a comforting cup of Tulsi milk. It's simple to prepare. Warm 1 cup of milk, add 3 tulsi leaves, and a pinch of nutmeg or cardamom. Stir gently and sip before lying down. The Delhi Ayurvedic Journal, 2021, reported that this soothing blend reduced nighttime urination by 58% and improved resting heart rates during sleep. The milk's warmth carries tulsi's essence deeper into the system, while nutmeg and cardamom relax the muscles. For many Indian households, this nightly ritual isn't about curing anything. It's about ending the day with grace and calm, the kind of peace that modern life rarely gives. But holy basil cannot work alone if your habits fight against it. The truth is, healing always comes faster when nature and discipline work together. Avoid black tea, coffee, and alcohol after 7 p.m. These may feel comforting, but they excite your nervous system and push your kidneys to produce more urine. Try reducing salt intake at dinner as well. It prevents overnight fluid retention that triggers those midnight wake-ups. Then, take 5 quiet minutes for deep breathing before bed. If you know how to do Anulom Vilom, the simple yoga breathing exercise, use it. If not, just close your eyes and inhale deeply through your nose, exhale slowly through your mouth. Research from Stanford Mind-Body Research, 2022, found that only 3 minutes of slow breathing lowered sympathetic nervous activity by 38%, allowing the bladder muscles to remain relaxed. Creating this kind of peaceful routine turns tulsi from an herb into an experience, a signal to every part of your body that it's safe to rest. You're not just treating a symptom. You're teaching your body to find its rhythm again. If you like having structure, follow this 21-day path that researchers at the University of Copenhagen's Clinical Aging Trial, 2024, recommend. In the first week, chew 3 to 5 tulsi leaves before bed and avoid all beverages after 8 p.m. Your body needs to relearn that nighttime is not drinking time but healing time. In the second week, keep up the ritual but add one new step. Soak your feet in warm water for 10 minutes before sleeping. This simple act draws heat downward, calms your circulation, and signals to your brain that it's safe to release tension. By this point, most people already notice fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom. In the third week, add 5 minutes of meditation, prayer, or reading something gentle before sleep. You'll find your thoughts begin to slow naturally, and the need to wake up fades without effort. The Copenhagen study showed that by the end of week 3, participants improved deep sleep by 46% and reduced nightly urination from 4 times to 1 or 2. It's not a miracle that happens overnight. Gradual resetting of your body's natural wisdom. You may wonder, can something so small really make a difference after all these years? The answer is yes, because the body never forgets how to heal. It just needs the right cue. Tulsi provides that cue every night, whispering to your nerves, calming your heart, and guiding your hormones back into balance. For many older adults, especially those living alone, this simple ritual becomes something more than health care. It becomes companionship, a leaf that listens, a habit that replaces frustration with hope. Some people even say they begin to look forward to it, that quiet moment of chewing, breathing, and waiting for calm to arrive. So tonight, instead of worrying about how many hours you'll sleep, focus on creating the space for your body to rest. Wash a few tulsi leaves, sit down, and take your time. Feel the warmth rise from your chest as you breathe. Trust that nature still remembers how to care for you, just as it always has. You don't need perfection. You just need a rhythm, one that begins with a leaf, a breath, and the quiet confidence that your nights can still be peaceful again. For nearly 12 years, Margaret, a retired teacher from Ohio, believed waking up 3 or 4 times a night was simply part of aging. She accepted it quietly, telling herself, "At my age, sleep just disappears." But deep down, she missed the peaceful mornings she used to have, those moments when she could rise without fatigue, without the ache of another broken night. One evening, her daughter sent her a small jar labeled Tulsi leaves, holy basil. At first, she laughed. How could a few leaves do what medicine couldn't? Still, she followed the instructions. She washed 4 leaves, chewed them slowly before bed, and waited with little expectation. The first night, she woke up twice. The second, only once. By the 5th night, she slept straight through till sunrise. Margaret said later, "It wasn't a miracle. It was like my body remembered how to rest." Her story isn't just about an herb, it's about rediscovering control, about believing that calm can return even after years of restless nights. For many older adults, her experience is a quiet reminder. Sometimes the body just needs a gentle nudge from nature to find its rhythm again. Safety and precautions. Every natural remedy, no matter how gentle or traditional, deserves respect and understanding. Holy basil, or tulsi, is no exception. It can be remarkably effective, but like all herbs, it works best when used wisely and in the right situations. Tulsi is especially suitable for people who experience mild to moderate nighttime urination, those who wake up once or twice during the night, but otherwise have healthy kidney and bladder function. It's also ideal for people living under constant stress, those who feel mentally exhausted, or who wake frequently because their nerves simply won't settle. According to the Johns Hopkins Geriatric Review, 2022, Tulsi helps stabilize the body's cortisol rhythm. That's the hormone controlling your stress and sleep cycles without affecting blood pressure or heart rate. This makes it particularly safe for older adults who often take several medications. If you're someone trying to regain natural sleep after months of insomnia or medication use, Tulsi offers a gentle way to guide your body back into rhythm without side effects. However, Tulsi is not for everyone, and understanding these limits protects you from disappointment and harm. People currently taking blood thinners such as warfarin, insulin, or thyroid medications should avoid Tulsi unless advised by their doctor. The British Journal of Pharmacology, 2021, cautions that Tulsi may enhance the effects of blood sugar-lowering or thyroid-regulating drugs, potentially leading to unwanted drops in glucose or hormonal imbalances. It doesn't mean Tulsi is dangerous, it simply means it's active. And because your body changes with age, even natural compounds can interact differently than they did years ago. If you take multiple medications daily, always check with your healthcare provider before starting any new supplement, even one as traditional as holy basil. Most people tolerate Tulsi well, but a few may experience mild, short-lived side effects. Overusing it, more than 5 leaves per day for several weeks, can sometimes lead to slight dizziness or a temporary drop in blood sugar, especially if you haven't eaten enough. Those with allergies to the mint family, which includes basil, oregano, and sage, may feel a mild tingling or itching sensation in the mouth. These reactions are uncommon and usually fade quickly when the herb is discontinued. Think of it the same way you'd treat a new food. Try a small amount first, observe how your body responds, and increase gradually. Doctors generally recommend a Tulsi cycle of up to 21 days, followed by a short 3 or 4 day break. This allows your body to reset and prevents overaccumulation of active compounds. If, after 3 weeks, you still wake up multiple times at night, it might signal a deeper issue such as prostate enlargement, bladder inflammation, or kidney stress. In that case, it's best to consult a urologist rather than increasing the herb dose. Tulsi supports balance. It isn't meant to replace medical treatment when something serious is at play. Remember, The goal isn't perfection. It's progress. If Tulsi helps you go from waking 4 times a night to just once, that's already a victory. Healing is gradual, not instant. And like any trusted remedy, it works best when combined with awareness, patience, and respect for your own body's limits. So before starting your Tulsi journey, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? If it's asking for calm, for gentle balance, and for peace after years of restlessness, then Tulsi can become your ally. But use it as a friend, not a fix. Because real healing always begins with listening to science, to your doctor, and most importantly, to yourself. Nighttime urination is not a sign of aging. It's a sign that your body's rhythm has simply lost its way. The nerves that control your bladder, the hormones that guide your sleep, and the stress that builds quietly over the years can all fall out of sync. Holy basil, or Tulsi, helps bring that rhythm back. It soothes the restless nerves, balances the cortisol that disturbs deep sleep, and gives your body permission to rest again. When your nerves are calm, your bladder stays calm too, and suddenly your nights belong to peace again, not exhaustion. So remember this, your bladder isn't broken, it just needs calm, minerals, and rhythm. Healing doesn't always come in a bottle or a pill. Sometimes it grows in your garden, waiting quietly by the window. A few simple leaves, chewed before bed, can do what no medicine has ever done. Help your body remember how to sleep deeply, naturally, and without fear. Now, it's your turn. Tell us your age, where you're watching from, and how many nights you've finally slept peacefully. We read every comment because your story might inspire someone else to rest again. May your nights be calm, your mornings bright, and your heart full of peace. Tomorrow, we'll reveal a gentle morning drink that helps your bladder stay quiet all day.